everyone, this is Jerry Ann, and I'm with scrapandstampcreations.blogspot.com, and I have a very messy desk, but I am going to show you how to make this Shabby Chic tag. This is a tag that I will be using for my swap tag from over at Laura's site, which is Following the Paper Trail. So as you can see, I have a chipboard dress form, some butterflies, some ribbon, and some Prima flowers, and a tiny attacher from my Tim Holtz staple gun. Anyhow, let's get started. You will need a 4x6 piece of cardstock, and this is chocolate from Close to My Heart. You're going to need a 3.5 by 5 3/4 piece of BNT paper for the front, and then a piece of 4x6 striped paper for the back. You'll need a chipboard dress form that has been painted white. You're going to need 6 1-inch circles and 6 7/8 circles. You will need some Prima flowers, and these are 50527 or 257 got flowers, small ivory. And you're going to need your favorite adhesive, some ribbon, and some pearls. So let's get started. So what you're going to do first is you're going to take and rip one of the sides of your paper, leaving a white edge. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach this to the side of our tag. Oh, first of all, we needed to cut off the corner. So in order to do that, I'm just going to gently set this here. I'm going to go ahead and snip my corner, pull this up, and it should fit perfectly right in there, leaving a little bit of an edge all the way around. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take my circles, and I'm going to adhere my circles to the center of my 1-inch circles. Next, I'm going to go ahead and attach my circles to my tag, starting up here in the corner and placing one down here at the end, kind of in the same spot. I'm going to just kind of overlap, but leaving enough room as well, making sure that my pieces go all kinds of directions and nothing is in the same direction. Next, I'm going to snip off the top of this chipboard piece here so that the whole piece of the dress form fits on my tag. I'm going to take a Distressing Ink square from Close to My Heart in chocolate, and I am going to brush my dress form with that, giving her a more distressed look, vintage. And it will dry a lot lighter than it is right there. I'm going to take some of this cute ribbon that I got from Lynn K 1970 and give her a skirt. And I am using my glossy accents or liquid glass to attach this. Go ahead and attach her skirt. Need to hold it for just a second. I need a piece of my bead trim to add over the top of that. And I'm using 4 pieces of this bead. I'm going to glossy accent that as well. Just adding a little bit of the glossy accents on the back of each bead. And adding that right around the center of her apron. And just holding that in place for a moment. So as we let that set up, what we're going to do next is we're going to take our flowers. Actually, we're going to take our large butterfly that we're going to put in here, and we're going to go ahead and layer that right over this flower there, or a circle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our little flowers, give them a dollop of glue, and add them to the center. Of each one of these little circles here. And give them a nice little squeeze. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take our pearl bling, and all I do is lift and put in the center of each one of the little flowers here. Oops. I'm going to move our little dress form over. I'm going to go ahead and take my squishy pad and my piercing tool, and I'm going to pierce all the way around the inside, making this look like stitching. So it is a faux stitching look. And then I'm going to go around the little pieces as well, in between where you could see that there were, where the edges were. I'm going to take my Tombow 899 and I'm just going to draw in between each of those so that it looks like stitching. I'm going to go ahead and use some of my buttercup ribbon to make a piece at the top here. And I'm going to go ahead and staple that when I find my stapler again. Oh, here it is. I'm going to go ahead and attach that, and I think I'm going to go ahead and add a second staple, and I just put those in a crisscross pattern there. Now I'm going to take and add my back to my tag using my quick dry adhesive. I'm just going to add some glue to my tag back, trying to get to the edges but not the edges where I'm going to end up cutting it off. I'm going to go ahead and lay my tag here on the table. I'm going to turn this over and line it up in a corner. And get that nice and lined up. I'm going to flip it over. Okay. I'm going to clip my edges right here, 1 and 2. As that hardens up, it will stiffen up. I'm going to add some of the quick dry glue to my dress form as well. And I'm going to put her on here just a little opposite my butterfly. I'm going to hold her in place for just a second. And finally, I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of ribbon, brown cocoa ribbon, tie it in a knot. Add some glossy accents to the knot and the piece where I want it to stay. Add my cute little bow, and the only other thing I need to add is a ribbon or a flower here, right up here on her waist. So here is the finished tag. Very cute, really pretty, shabby chic, finished both sides, and this is my tag for my swap on following the paper trail. Thanks so much for joining me. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the comment section, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining me.